So now you've heard the sermon on why trend lines can be so difficult to use. Let's talk about some basic trends, and then we'll get into fractals and counter trends and some cool stuff like that. So the basic trends start with a basic uptrend. And the way to recognize that guy is you have a series of higher highs and higher lows. And those are two buzzwords you're going to hear a lot in chart guys in our communities. And really what it is where you get a high. So here where my cursor is, we have a nice red bar. Here's our high. And then we get a higher high over here. So this high is higher than that one. Like a stair step, you continually go higher. And that works for our highs just like it does for our lows. So here's our low, we got a higher low, another higher low. And those are the basic components of a uptrend. It's a series of higher highs and higher lows. And you can draw in roughly parallel lines connecting the highs and the lows. And the more parallel it is, the more likely it is a trend or a channel. And for a trend to be an uptrend, it requires a direction and a slope. The steeper the slope, the more unsustainable the trend. So you want a nice gradual uptrend with lots of tests of support and resistance and two clearly, nicely defined lines of support and resist. And now a downtrend is the complete opposite of that. In this case, we've got a series of lower highs and lower lows. So our high continually drops down, getting a lower and lower price, just like our lows do. And we can still draw in a parallel line that roughly encompasses all of the trading action. And again, because it's a trend, it requires a direction and a slope. And again, I want to reiterate, the more aggressive a slope, the less sustainable it becomes. Lastly, we've got ourselves a sideways channel. And if you remember our support and resistance lesson, we had a $9.35, $9.33 channel. That was our range. That was indeed a short-term sideways channel locked between two areas of resistance. So a sideways channel is a trend, but it does not require direction or a slope. We still have parallel lines, and we're range-bound between support and resistance. This is an area of consolidation. So if you have a big move in either direction and the RSI needs to cool off and allow the prices to come to a more of a homeostasis, you need to have consolidation. And consolidation is that resting period where prices tend to move slowly sideways and the RSI in the entire market comes to terms with where the price is now. It's important to note that any MA strategies that you want to utilize in a sideways channel won't work. Moving averages require a trend, and a sideways channel, although it is a trend, does not work well for moving averages. So remember that as you move forward with your education.